With that, Kate, I am super excited to learn about email marketing, how to start, where to start, because this is a powerful topic. Go ahead and take it away, friend.
Hey guys, so I am Kate Jenks and I own a house cleaning business it's out of Golden Valley, Minnesota, near the Twin Cities. It's called Right Touch Residential Cleaning. We've been in business about 6 years. We're helping people take back their weekends, whether that's busy families, busy business owners. Some of our favorite clients are actually the little old ladies who really need the help. They can't get around themselves to do the cleaning, and it's just the highlight of their week when our cleaners come in and are able to help and talk to them. We also offer free house cleaning for cancer patients. So if you know anyone that's struggling and in that situation, direct them our way. We'd love to help out with that. Um, and that's going to be talking about emails, which I know is a boring topic, you know. But if you're end up making more money with your email list than you ever have before, it can be not so boring anymore. And I think what happens a lot with small service companies or other small businesses is we tend to get obsessed with getting the new clients, which of course is good. We all need new clients, right? But we also want to get more money from the clients that we have. Those are the people that already know and like you, so you can try to upsell to them. And then also people don't extract value from their past customer list as well. So of course, email is an easy, inexpensive, really free way to do that. The question is not really, do you email? I'm sure most of you are sending out emails in some shape or form. But I want to talk a little bit about how we do the emailing. So a little more about the nuance and kind of the choreography behind that. I'm going to share my screen just because I like to have something visual to look at. So you guys can kind of see some of the bullet points as I'm talking. All right, are you seeing my slides? It should be something big and blue.
Yes.
You guys got that? All right, good. So I want to talk about first the problem with a lot of our emails. Most emails are just flat. A lot of them are also very corporate, really formal sounding and overly professional. I think the smaller the company, sometimes the more we try to overcompensate and try to sound like some big professional company, like, dear valued customer, blah, 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 we take you so seriously. But I think for small businesses, we can use size to our advantage and be a human selling to another human, be relatable, generate the trust. Don't be afraid to show your unique tone, your sense of humor, talk like how you would talk to your friend. We also tend to send out emails at expected times. So, Black Fridays, Mother's Day, when everyone else and their brother is promoting at that time. And that might be the only time that your customers or clients hear from you, and you're just going to get lost in the mix. Especially if you just send out one email. That's going to be a standalone thing. Really, nobody's going to see it. They're just going to delete it out of their inbox. You're going to get overlooked. A lot of the emails I read are also kind of needy from small business owners. It's kind of like, please send us money. Here's our promotion. Please do this for us. So we'll talk a little bit about how we can prevent kind of that tone from happening. So some strategies I wanted to talk about really quickly. If you haven't already started to grow, you always want to be looking for ways to grow your email list. This is a huge asset for your business right now, of course, but also in the future when you sell your business, to have a big previous and current client list. Most people do this through their website. You can have a newsletter or a blog sign up where people enter their email to have access reminders about that. You've probably all seen coupon pop-ups on websites. 10% off, enter your email, enter your phone number. You can offer free downloads, free estimates in exchange for emails. Another good way to do this is on social media, where you can offer specials or run a competition to help get emails of interested people. And we always want to have a logical justification when we're sending an email out. So just an excuse, a reason, which you probably have, or you wouldn't be sending the email. So even something as simple as, hey, a note popped up, it looks like you're due for service, or what works best for you. We're reaching out. You could use silly holidays for an example. Something as weird as pumpkin spice latte day or handwriting day, just to kind of catch the eye of your audience that you want to read your email. Again, multi-touch campaigns, you want to start thinking about that rather than just single emails. You never want to just send one email that's standalone. You're going to get a much better response rate if you have a series of emails over a couple of days or over a couple of weeks. And we really want to focus on the opportunity for the person reading the email. You don't want to sound like a needy ask from your business. So instead of saying, hey, we need some Facebook pictures to share of your home, you might instead say, hey, we need some before and after pictures for our website to keep it all fresh. And you have a beautiful home. If you agree to let us use your pictures, we're willing to do the service plus give you a bonus, or plus give you this discounted rate. Wording it looking on a mobile device. And just really quick components, kind of the nitty gritty of writing a really great email. You want to start with a hook, which for emails, that's the subject line. Usually the first thing you come up with is pretty bland, maybe something like new holiday March promotion, not really exciting. That's not going to get someone to want to read the email. You can use emojis to kind of flare it up a bit. Sometimes longer email subject lines are actually drawing attention because they'll stand out in the inbox among everything else. You can use things that are little, maybe have a sense of mystery to them or unknown. Discover your seasonal must-haves is something where you're like, what could that be? Maybe I will click on that email. Also, recently there's been some kind of movement toward using shorter, vague email subject lines like, hey, or this is just a quick question, I'm following up, because people don't know what that is, or they think it might be from somebody that they know, not a business, and which might encourage people to click on that. However, I do want to kind of caution here. I've been seeing a lot of these type of subject lines in my spam inbox coming in, so you might want to kind of use these sparingly and test them out with your clients. And pay attention to what email subjects grab you when you're going through all of your emails every day. I have a list, I have a folder of emails that I save for subject ideas. Also, if you use ChatGPT, that's a great tool for brainstorming ideas for subject lines and even your email content. Of course, we want to make sure that we personalize our emails. If you've got their name, use their name. Maybe use their neighborhood name or something locally recognizable to your clients. Mention a sports team. They can really think, hey, this is for me. This is something that relates to me. And then, of course, the basic tenets of any marketing. We want to talk about urgency and scarcity in our emails. If we have a promotion, put a timeline when your promotion expires and stick to that, so people trust that when they see things in the future, it is going to end when you say it's going to end. With scarcity, we want to play off of that fear of missing out, where we might want to just send to a portion of our list, maybe to VIP clients, and say, hey, we wanted to present you with an offer. Only some people are getting this. We only have 3 spots left, to make them kind of urgency and to get that last spot that you have available. And then we want to have a clear call to action. This might be a button in your email that says, hey, click on this to buy now. It could be, hey, give us a call at this number. But what you don't want to do, and I see a lot of times, is multiple calls to action in one email. And that can actually have the opposite effect that you want, and people do not take action then. So just giving them one thing to do often works better. And if you haven't done much with emails before, a great way to start is with seasonal campaigns. This is good because you're focusing on emotions around different holidays. So you can think of it kind of, okay, what's my theme for the month that I might want to plan a sequence of emails around. Again, even kind of the fun holidays here, chips and salsa day, Groundhog's Day, can be good ideas if you don't know where to start. But the big tip here is to build these in advance. So you're not scrambling the week before, the day before to figure out, hey, what do I want to email to my list this week? You also want to plan what segment of your email list that you might want to communicate things to. So you might have new leads to your business, you might have, your current clients, and then your past clients. And you want to have different messages to those different groups. So kind of plan out how you're going to communicate that. And then I think someone's going to talk about this later in the month with this group. Images and videos can be created in a free program called Canva. So if someone doesn't know about that resource, that's excellent. I also have this kind of interesting resource I found through the World Data Company, and it's an email marketing calendar. They've done a whole bunch of research that shows which dates are the top performing dates for people to open emails, which is interesting. So if you're trying to decide, do I want to send it on a Sunday? Do I want to send it on a Monday? This might help you just get a little edge in your open rates for your emails. And then let's see, I also wanted to talk about, if I can get to the next slide, what's called a Rainmaker campaign. And this is a method that you can use if you really need to do something to get money fast. You're like, I need to get some clients in the door right now. And I have a little asterisk by this because I just wanted to mention it's not a method that I came up with. It comes from a War Plan marketing group that I'm a part of. And if you're interested in more details on this, I'm happy to help with that. But just real briefly, what it is, it's a sequence of a series of 3 emails and 3 texts and 3 voicemails. And you do this for 3 days in a row. So imagine on a Monday morning, your past clients get an email at 9 in the morning, and then they get a text message at 10, and then they might get a voicemail at 1. And on Tuesday, the next day, the same thing happens. You could mix up the order of the different methods. You don't have to. And you're not going to say the exact same thing on the second day, but it's going to be very close. And then on the third day, the whole thing is going to happen again. And this works because it's a sequence. And, again, most companies just send one email that gets lost, but this is going to keep you constantly top of mind, and people will respond. Whether that's replying back, yes, I want to, buy from you, or, no, leave me alone and take me off your list. And that's fine. That's normal. That will happen. And then those people are not your target clients. So don't be afraid that happens. The trick is to reference the other methods that you will use to reach out in the one that you're doing. So for example, like if it's an email, in the email text, you want to say, hey, don't worry if you can't respond to this email. I'm going to give you a call later today. And then in the voicemail, you want to say, hey, I'm sorry, I missed you on the phone, but don't worry about calling back. I'm going to be sending you a text. And in the text, you're going to say, hey, I sent you an email and a voicemail, but I thought text might be easier. So you have multiple points of contact, and they can't annoy you, or they can't ignore you with this, and hopefully you won't annoy them. So really you want to make it really personal, though. You want to make it feel like one person is trying to get a hold of another person, whether that's you or someone in your office saying, hey, this is really important information for you. We just want to reach out and make sure that you're getting this. Sometimes it can seem a bit like overkill, but it will get you results. I wouldn't recommend doing it often. I wouldn't do it every month, but a couple of times a year would be okay. And then you can also automate this. So you can set it all up ahead of time and just let it run. So some programs that you can use to do that for email, a lot of people use MailChimp, which has email templates that are ready for you to go. HubSpot and Keep are other ones that I've heard of. And then for the voicemail, these are ringless voicemails. And if you haven't heard of this before, what it is it goes directly to your client's voicemail. So it might ring their phone once, but it shows up as a missed call. So you have a message that you've pre-recorded and that you can send out. I use a program called SendJim to do this. I've also heard of people using Drop or just Deliver It are some other ones you could check out. And then for the text messaging, text marketing, again, MailChimp does that. Twilio and Simple Texting are some that you could check out if you're interested in trying that. So I hope these are some, basic ideas to get you started with email campaigns. The good thing with doing the seasonal campaigns or kind of planning as you go, you can have everything ready in 1 year, and you can use it the next year. So you're ready to go. You can automate that, so it just automatically goes out, which is really nice. So I hope that will get you started. I'm curious to hear what's worked for you guys in the past as well. And if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to help with that as well. I'm gonna stop sharing here. Am I back? I'm back. Hi, guys. So does anybody have any questions or things
I got a
that,
comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for a lovely presentation. So yeah, I do a monthly newsletter campaign.
Great.
My results are so. So I hired a professional
Mhm.
to do 1 month, see how it makes any difference. And it made no difference.
That's interesting. That's good to know. What were some things,
Professional then.
what did the professional do differently that you weren't doing?
Well, so she organized it a little bit different. So she said that I was giving out too much information, so people didn't feel the need to click on anything because they're already all there.
Mhm.
So she modified it to, give just enough information.
Introduce something or topic in one email and say, hey, I'll tell you about that in the next email as well, and kind of leave it open for the person to be like, maybe I should wait for that next email. But it is always good to test.
Are you using any specific program yourself?
That's a
for
good
mailing?
question. Yeah, so I use, and this is really specific to service businesses, I use a program called Service Autopilot, and that's because it, does my scheduling, everything with my employees. So it's not something that you guys would probably use.
Just an email. You can send pictures, you can send
Mhm.
paragraphs, you can send descriptions, and it's more. And the cool part about, I just went to a Santa training, and this is what the guy was doing, and he got good response from it in the fact that it kept you in people's mindset, because you would send them a reminder once a month saying, hey, I'm a new grandfather and here's a picture of the grandbaby or something. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily about business. It's just keeping your name in people's mindset.
So when they're ready to buy, your name is in front of them, right?
Correct.
Is that a free program that you use? Or
No,
is it...
but it's, I joined with the smallest version and it's $10 a month. So, I mean, it has so many different options that,
The nice part about being a small business is you're not creating a client list, you're creating a friends list. You may be just a work friend or a client friend, but by doing what what Sandra was saying, was you got one email going out that's just keeping people informed of your life, and the next 2 weeks later, middle of the month, you send out what's going on in your business. That gets them to know you more, and when you have a friend, you tend to work with them more often than just some random business.
Exactly, you're building that trust with those people. Yeah.
So can I jump on with a couple questions?
Yeah.
All right, Kate, this is what you do, right? You do emails, or you tell people how to do that?
No, I run a house cleaning business. So this is just something that I've gotten interested in lately, because when I first started my business 6 years ago, I kind of stayed away from marketing. I was afraid of it. I didn't really know where to start with it. And I wish I would have started sooner. So I've definitely kind of dove in to doing email marketing and online marketing, social media in the past couple of years to get things going and build my business.
And how do you start collecting the emails?
Yeah, so if you have a website for your business, that's the best place to start. So you can have something on the bottom that says, hey, sign up for our email newsletter, or here, enter your email and you'll get a 20% off coupon, or you'll hear about our latest promotions that we have upcoming. Something that you can give people for free that's a benefit to them. If you have a pamphlet about what you do, or if you know, are a nutritionist, you have some tips, a sheet of tips you might want to offer them for free in exchange for their email. Those are all good ways to start doing that.
Okay, so then they click on the item that you have
Mhm.
on your website that says sign up for an email, and then that is an automatic process? Or what
Yes.
happens? What's the next step?
Yeah, that's a good question. So they might click on that button that says, you know, get this download, and then you're going to have a form that they're directed to, which can either be a pop-up or just a website form where they would enter their email, and then it would send that to you, and then you can automate them having access to whatever item that you were going to give them, or just a thank you saying, hey, thanks for your email. We'll be in touch and watch for our newsletter.
Okay, so then should we have an email that is just for people to reply to? Like I have a Sabrina Oxford email and I have a business email. Do I give them only that so that it's their emails are not getting mixed up with my personal ones, or how do I keep them separated?
Yeah, I would collect them under your business email, and like programs like MailChimp is called a customer relation management system. So that's going to help you keep all of your client emails in one place too. If you want to send them multiple emails rather than just doing it from Gmail.
I know with our website design, we can do separate sub emails. So like all of my email list would go into like a specific sub email. It's not going to my business email, so that my business email is like ongoing clients, but my newsletter would be a complete separate email list.
And
Okay.
if you are using Gmail, you can also filter emails too, into a certain folder, if you know that, you know, they're more business related, if you're able to separate things that way.
So hold on, just really quick. So I know that we're at the top of the hour. So if anybody does have to go, that's totally fine. I get it. It was so good to see you here. If there are any more questions, we can totally stay live. That's not a problem either. Kate, if you have time, that would be great.
Yeah, I can
So-
stick around, or feel free to, you know, message me offline too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bye, Pam.
Pam.
So good to
Thank you,
see you.
Pam.
Bye, Christina.
Pam and
Bye.
Okay, I apologize for asking so many questions about this, but Amber is and Audrey have both spoken to me at different times about adding the email collection, and I don't have enough knowledge about it on how to do the process. So I'm probably asking more questions. Everybody else in here probably already knows the answers. I'm sorry.
So for your website, where is that, who does your website for you? Do you do it yourself, or do you have someone who sets it up for you?
Well, for my books, I really just, you know, I use my book like Amazon and Lulu. It's not really a website. It's a place where you can get my books. And then I have my Facebook, and my actual website is for people's reach out on foster care versus Sabrina Oxford, the author. And I don't know how to, I'm trying to figure out how to do them separate, but together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
I
do
would
have a
almost,
Sabrina, oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
I do have a Sabrina Oxford at Ymail email,
Mhm.
but I don't know what to do to get people who want information from me to go to that email. I don't know the process. I've never walked through it with anyone.
Something that you could try too, since you don't have a website yet, but I would look at setting up a separate website for your book part of your business as well. But since you do have social media, one of the ways you can start there is to, you know, maybe offer a competition or something, a special offer for where if they sign up with you, they'll get a free book that you'll send them. And you can start collecting people's emails that way. And or you could even do something as simple as saying, hey, you know, text message me your email if you're interested. I'll put you on the list to get to you know, win this prize of a free book. And you can just start slow like that and start collecting emails that way.
Okay,
Can I suggest something too?
yeah,
So what I do with my lead generation book, so what you can do is create an offer where they can get the first part of your book create it as a PDF file, and then they could download it, and also an email goes out. And then have the next page where they can actually go and purchase the book. And then still the same process goes. You're still collecting emails, you're still leading it into a funnel process, and you could still make some more sales for your books as well. But that way it kind of does a dual thing. So, because a lot of people are going to love first chapters, especially, or if you do like Kate said, and say free books too and stuff like that. If you just like wanted to make like a little quick book and stuff, and you could even turn this later, if anyone else is watching this, you could turn this into offers or anything else. So I love funnels.
Can I
Yeah,
jump in too really quick? I highly
Yeah.
recommend that you get a website for your book part of your business. And not only that, but like Audrey said, only give like the first chapter away. You don't want to give your work away for free. It's not something, you're not making money. You're not putting money on the table for your family. So do the first chapter, and then they'll buy if they want the rest.
Yeah, and I definitely wouldn't give your book away free to, a bunch of people. I would just do like, a one-time, we'll pick somebody out of, 100 to get the book, like a drawing. Something else that has been working well for me lately, I use a program called Score app. And it creates quizzes really easily. They even have an AI that will help you create the quizzes. So you post that on your social media, and it's something fun for people to click on. And they'll go through that. And then at the end of that, you can collect their email, or at the beginning, hey, to take our quiz, enter your email here. So I've been seeing some good results with that as well. Something as silly as, for me, house cleaning, like what's your house cleaning character? Are you a dusty diva? Things like that.
The Zoom on my iPad, but everything else is on the desktop, and I do try to go back and forth between the two. I only do Zoom for Amber. That's the only reason why I even have it.
I love that. Thanks. Okay, I did have a question though. So I have like a whole bunch of contacts. Am I allowed to like just start an emailing campaign, or like do I have to let my contacts know?
You
No.
can just start. I would recommend having an unsubscribe link at the bottom. Usually whatever you're using, MailChimp or whatever you're using to send out your emails will allow you to set up something like that. I'm not sure if it's a law that you need that, but it's definitely good practice. So if people are annoyed, they can just unsubscribe from you.
Okay.
Now, there
Okay.
is a law about texting people, though.
Texting, and also now the ringless voicemails, people are getting kind of worried about small businesses doing that. So we'd have to do some more research and see what's good
But
practice around it.
emails, throw all the emails you have in there, because you can always unsubscribe.
Yeah.
And if you're a Legal Shield member, you can just tap the app, call your law firm, and get an answer.
There you go.
An authoritative answer from your law firm.
Perfect.
How's that for a shameless plug?
Maybe that's what I need, a Sabrina Oxford app. Here's for books, here's for foster care,
Yeah.
here's for all the free work you need for your videos. Here's how to
Okay,
get
but
hold
wait,
of
pause.
Amber.
Wait, hold on. Like
Sabrina.
that can be a link tree. Like babes, like that sounds like a link tree.
I have a link tree.
And
Well,
just
I don't just need to go back
remember,
in and go touch up their link tree.
You know,
just
you can
remember KISS.
app
Keep
with
it,
drag
keep
and
it
drop.
simple.
You can create an app with drag and drop on mobile
Yeah,
if you need an app.
I might need that, Naz.
And then you have inexperienced people who don't even know what the heck a link tree is.
I just found out about Linktree, a week and a half ago. Who in this group sent that to me? But I did set it up. I lost it now. I should try to find it.
My link tree became a cluster, and I think that it would be easier for me just to start with a website all over again.
So should we call that a
What I
link
think
bush
instead
or
of
a
having a
link
link
vine?
tree, you should put everybody to your website, and use that as your central hub, and put your link tree at the bottom on the footer of your website. That way, you're not sending traffic to linktree.com, but to you.
Finally! Finally, somebody sees what I see. I highly recommend that to all my clients. Do not promote your link tree at the top of your website. Put it at the bottom.
Why? Or what different? I mean, what's the advantage or disadvantage either way?
It forces them to look at your website, like the whole thing.
Okay.
Thank you. I couldn't press mute fast enough.
That's interesting. Thank you, darling. How do you say your name? Nope, bye. Okay, that's okay. Cool. This was super, super fun. Are there any other questions? Otherwise, we can go ahead and let Kate carry on with her day. And this was awesome, though.
Thank you, Kate.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I hope to see you in the future.
Well done, Kate. Looking forward to a one-to-one with you.
Yeah, sounds good.
Come
Hey,
on
wait,
back
Kate,
anytime.
before you go, you have to hand back the host. So don't
Oh,
leave.
sorry about that. Let me see.
That's okay.
We'll
Thank
figure
you.
that out.
See you next time.
Is it something with the share screen or how do I give you back the host?
Oh, I have it. I can reclaim it. Oh, it's mine. I stole it.
You got it?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. Cool. We are no longer live. That was super fun though. Thank you guys so much for being here and asking questions and everything. So yeah, that was good.
Gosh, useful information. Time well spent.
Yeah, I'm gonna try some of that. Been
That's good.
trying to-
Hopefully it was a quick overview, but
On my
was
mail,
good.
yeah, I have a amount of open, but practically no clicks. You know,
usually email open rates are pretty low though. Like if you're, 15 to 20%, I think that's good.
my open rate is about 30%.
Yeah,
My-
that's
My
that's
click rate is almost 0%.
okay. Yeah. So that lets you know at least you can target what you might need to fix then, right? Like if do you need to make a button bigger? Do you need to make your call to action more exciting?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying with the help of AI. Maybe AI is not the
Mhm.
right tool to make things more exciting.
Right.
Use your own voice.
There you go. But AI is great for brainstorming and getting you started. Like if you're stuck on things, definitely.
Yes. Like it's like the idea central. It's got all the ideas in the world. Awesome. Well, thanks you guys. You all have a wonderful rest of the week.
Yeah, you too.
And
Bye,
we'll
guys.
do this all over again, same time next week.
Hey, Amber, I have a quick question if it's okay. It's
Yeah, friend.
Lisa. Sorry. Is it okay to put my flyer on the Facebook timeline for tonight if anybody's interested? Okay.
Yeah, so the group is for self-promotion. So yes.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, let the group know who you are, what you do, promote yourself. Yeah. So call to action, everything. So yeah.
Cool.
And when we have our one-to-one, I'll explain like why.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. And you'll DM me with a one-on-one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be later on this afternoon, but yes. Yep, I'll connect.
So nice to talk to everybody and meet everybody. This was really great. I enjoyed myself very much.
Oh, good. So good to have you here, friend. Thank you.
You'll be invited to play with us next time.
Thank you very much.
See you guys.
All right,
Bye,
take care,
friend.
everyone.